Welcome to my room tour of 2024. As you can see, it's really messy. I'll be honest, for the past few months I haven't been doing really good, so my room's kind of a bit of a mess, but I think it's kind of a good thing for me to kind of notice what issues I'm having, you know? So for fun, I think it's just best to do a room tour to see what's the state of my life right now. But before we get into an in-depth view, I do want to mention that I'm not going to show my bathroom and my closet. The main reason for that is that my bathroom is, a bathroom. You don't really have anything special in there or anything worth noticing. And then not showing the closet because that is much more of a mess, but also for the fact that there's just a lot of stuff in there that I feel like could actually be used for separate videos, so I'll hold off on showing stuff in the closet until later on. Anyways, let's start off with the main area, the desk where everything happens. As you can see, there's a lot of cable management that needs to be done. There's just a lot of stuff on the desk, so let's start off by splitting it into 3 parts, one for each monitor, and then I'll end things off with showing off the PC. So first things first, on the far left side of the monitor, we have, of course, the monitor itself being a type of LG monitor. I just remember buying it from Walmart as a birthday gift. And then we have a notebook with stuff where I usually use to write kind of video ideas and stuff in general. I used to draw on it, but I've had a lot of issues with drawing, mainly the fact that I suck at it, so I don't draw anymore. I would love to one day, but for now I just don't. And then of course, right in the middle, we have a cup from a thing called Gamer Supps. I won't go into the nitty gritty about it, but essentially it's just like an energy supplement that can just give you, it's like an energy drink kind of, but I like it. It's pretty good for what it is. And then, next to it is a little pen that I got from a teacher. Unfortunately, I don't know which teacher gave it to me, but I think they were nice. I think. Now onto the middle side of the monitor, of course, we have another LG monitor. I honestly don't remember when I got that monitor, but it was definitely the first one that I got out of the 3 of them. And then to the bottom right, we can see the mouse and the mouse pad. The mouse came with my computer. It was the basic mouse that you just get. I've unironically been using it since day one, mainly because on the left side, it has 2 command buttons. That's like really great for like quick actions, and then there's also a button in the middle which acts as a double click, and unironically that has been really helpful for a lot of times in games where you just randomly need to rapidly click, so having that double click button is really helpful. And then to the top left of that, we have a keyboard. It's a Ducky keyboard. I don't know the exact specifics of it, mainly because it was a hand-me-down from one of my cousins. The main reason why it was a hand-me-down was because she was getting a new keyboard, so she didn't really have any use for this one, and I kind of like the clickety clackety stuff of it, so I just asked her if I can have the keyboard once she gets her new one, and she did, and I'm extremely grateful. So if she is somehow watching this, thank you for the keyboard. I will hopefully use it for as long as I can. And finally at the bottom, we have a Razer headphones. It's kind of the headphones I'm using right now to honestly listen to this video and like everything else on the computer. I really like this headphone because it was a gift that my friends gave me, because it was for my birthday, but also for the fact that before I used this headphones, I would always use just a variety of earbuds that I would just put on my ears to play computer games. So like my friends saw that and they were like, yeah, no, we're just gonna buy you headphones, bro. You cannot use earbuds for this long while gaming. So I'm actually really grateful that they were able to give me this headset for the birthday gift, and I'm really glad. I'm gonna really hope I can use this headphone for a long time. Oh yeah, and then, sorry, the mouse pad. Actually, I have a really kind of funny story behind it, is because I kind of got the mouse pad for free. If I remember correctly, I got it during PAX West. I don't remember if it was exactly what year. It was either 2018 or 2019, because those were the only 2 years I went to PAX West, and I just went to the booth that had the mouse pad, and I somehow got it. I don't remember how. I don't know if I just had to participate participate in something or had to win something, but I got the mouse pad, and unironically I've been using it ever since, because the fact that it's kind of stiff is really good since it doesn't like kind of move the mouse pad around like normal ones. And I don't know, I just like the roughness of it compared to, you know, other mouse pads in general, which are pretty soft. So I really love it, and I've been unironically using it since day one, just like the mouse. Symmetry, my friend. And then on top of the middle monitor, we have a webcam. It's the Razer Kiyo, if I remember correctly. I don't know why, my memory is really weird. I actually do not remember where I got this webcam at all. No, I just remembered actually, sorry. I got it from Walmart. There you go. The reason why I remembered it was because I remember deciding whether to buy this webcam or a GoPro, unironically, because it was on sale, like a really good sale. And then at the end, I was like, you know what, let me get the GoPro. So I asked the Walmart employee to go get me the GoPro, and they're like, oh yeah, it's sold out. And I'm like, oh damn it. So I just got the Razer Kiyo. It's still pretty good for what it is. If I remember the specs correctly, it was either 720p at 60 frames or 1080p at 30 frames. I used the webcam for streaming during the time when I did, but now I don't really use it too much anymore because I don't have a use for a webcam. But one thing that I really like about this is the fact that it has a light in the camera, so you can turn it and just make your own like artificial light where you don't have to worry about, you know, having bad lighting. It's really good. I really like it, and it was a pretty cheap price. Not that cheap, but like at least it was cheaper than the GoPro. That's all I'll say about it. Alright, now to the right of the monitors, we have, of course, the last monitor. I'm pretty certain this was a Walmart brand monitor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think that brand is a Walmart brand. Surprisingly, though, it's the highest quality, I think, compared to the other two monitors, which is really surprising. I'll be honest. But this was also another gift given to me by my friends. Again, I am extremely grateful for them doing that. It's something that I never would have expected them to give me, but I definitely love using it. It's definitely really good to have 3 monitors. But the reason behind giving me the monitor was actually pretty funny, because they actually saw I only had 2 monitors. Not 2 monitors, they only saw I had 1 monitor because just due to personal reasons I had to move suddenly, and during that time I took both my monitors, but I guess there's some reason they thought I had 1. But hey, no big deal. I love using this 3rd monitor. It's unironically really good, and I actually use it more than the monitor to the far left. So really great decision by them, and I am again really grateful for that. And then below it we have some stuff. The main important ones I'd like to talk about is my Gatorade water bottle. Now I won't go into more detail of it, but I have been using this water bottle for a long time. Surprisingly, it's a really good water bottle. The fact that you can just kind of like just press on it and it shoots out the water, it's really nice. So you don't have to like kind of just suck on it like a baby. I mean, I still do that sometimes, but still, you know, it's nice to have the options. So it's really good for the price I got it for, which was free. I'll definitely talk about it another day. But next to it we have Gamer Subs, the stuff I talked about earlier. I talked about the cup. This is the actual kind of product, and it's pretty good. I like dragon fruit punch. I like fruit punch in general, so of course I got this flavor. There's really nothing else I want to say right now, but again, it's really good, and this is one of the basic flavors they have, and I kind of recommend this out of like a lot of other ones. And of course, you know, behind a lot of freaking receipts, I should definitely clean that up eventually. And then of course, this is the microphone that I use or am using to record. Oh, there's me in the background. Hi. Anyways, this is the microphone I'm currently using to speak to you guys. It's a HyperX Quadcast S, if I'm pretty certain. The main reason why I got this version was because it has RGB lighting. Well, that's not it, but also the fact that I think I heard that it does have a bit of better quality, so you know, that's another reason why I got it. And there's really nothing else I need to say about the microphone. It's pretty good for what it is. I definitely should buy a pop filter though, because I like looking at the audio spectrogram right now, definitely a lot of like high peaks for some reason, mainly because like I say P or S and it kind of just goes high. I did have a pop filter for an old microphone, but it some reason it just doesn't work that well. Like it keeps falling off. And the same thing kind of goes for the boom stand. I bought this boom stand off of like Amazon for like 15 bucks. It works for what it does, but I have to put like a paper towel on it because for some reason it keeps damaging every desk I put it on. So just out of safety, I just put a towel on it, and I should definitely buy a new one in the future so it doesn't do that. But for now, it works for what it does. I'll probably buy a new one whenever it actually starts breaking. And last but not least, we have my computer. This is the mainframe system that I use for every day, you know, work, school, fun games and everything. This is the main thing. I've been having this computer for I think almost 4 years, and it works. That's the least I can say, honestly. It works. Unfortunately now it's been having some problems, but I'm guessing that's mainly due to old age and mainly some stuff I messed with. But for what it is, very good. If I can remember the specs correctly, first of all, it was a pre-built by CyberPower, so you know, bought it off of Best Buy, and the stuff that comes with it I think is pretty decent for what it was at the time. So starting off with the CPU, it was a Ryzen 5 3600. It had 6 core 12 threads. I don't know the exact gigahertz, but I'll probably be on the screen. And then for RAM, we had 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM at 3000 megahertz. The main reason why it's 3000 instead of 3200 like usual is because I just didn't know what the right megahertz was supported for the motherboard of the system. I just knew the last RAM it had, it was 8 gigs originally, but the RAM speed for that was 3000. So just out of safety, I just got the same speed, so it just doesn't have any issues, you know, because like, it'd be shame if I bought $100 worth of RAM and just for it to not work. That would suck. So out of safety, I did that. And then for the graphics card, it was a AMD RX 580 8 gigabytes. There's actually two versions, like a 4 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte. I somehow got the 8 gigabyte version, but yeah, it's pretty good for what it is. It can run games pretty well. I actually don't know exactly what the limit of running the games are, mainly because I always just run my games on medium to low settings. But for medium to low settings, it does a pretty good 60 to 30. So I will take that. You know, I will 100% take that. I won't judge for what it is. And then for storage, it has a 500 gigabyte SSD, which is used to run Windows and any other applications I need that's important, like Adobe and Steam and Epic Games. And then it has a 2 terabyte hard drive, which, you know, I just put everything else on there. For what it was, I don't think it was that bad, but unfortunately I bought it during COVID, and during COVID it was the rise of cryptocurrency. So because of that, a lot of like computer products were heavily like increased in price, so I had to buy the computer for around $800, and that's kind of sucks because like I think for around $800 right now I can get a pretty modern but still similar build, or even a better one if I try harder. But yeah, no, I feel like it was kind of a shame that I had to buy it for a pretty high price, because I felt like it could have been cheaper, especially if I buy it like now. I mean, of course, because it's generations old, but still, you know, I still have appreciation for this computer, and I do like it. But unfortunately, I do plan on getting a new computer soon. Whether that be pre-built or custom made, I am still deciding, but again, for what it is, I'm glad I had the ability to use it. Anyways, enough with this main system. I've been talking about it for, oh my god, way too long. But let me talk about the other stuff around my room. Mainly, let's start off with the that table you saw earlier. It has way too much stuff, I will admit. The only thing I've noticed I can kind of talk about is the printer and that Charmander plushie. So let's start off with the printer. It's nothing special. It's just a normal printer, but it is one of those like you just kind of like have a bottle of ink that you just pour into it rather than using an ink cartridge. Very good. I actually like it for what it is, and it was kind of a cheap price when I got it too. It was on sale, so very good. And I don't really use it that much because I don't print anymore, or I barely have the opportunity to print, but when I do, it works pretty well. But unfortunately I did have an issue when I first got it, that for some reason the blue was having issues and I had to clean it twice or something like that. So it kind of like sucked a lot of the black ink out of it. So that's why it's kind of low compared to the rest. But other than that, very good printer. And then besides the Charmander plush, I'll talk about that another day. But everything else on my desk is such a clutter. I can definitely, if I were to talk more, this video would be like 10 times longer. But essentially just a lot of these stuff I would like to talk about for another video, because I actually had the intentions of buying these products for like other purposes, but unfortunately a lot of those purposes kind of like failed. So I just kind of have these laying here, and again I just don't really clean it because there's no reason to, and if I put it in my closet it would be 10 times more messier. So again, for just the clutter, it works, I guess. Not works, but you know, it's there, and it stores the stuff pretty good. And again, I really do want to talk about each stuff on here individually, but the only thing I can really say was that this table was actually the kind of first table I used to have my stuff. Like it was where I first had my computer or monitors on, or actually my second one, but it's pretty good. It's an L-shaped desk, as you can clearly see, and it worked for what it was during the time, especially on when I used it as my main setup compared to the desk I have now. And with that, we can go to the bottom where you can see the last stuff I want to talk about, mainly my bed and the stuff that's laying around it. Again, like everything in my room, it's kind of a mess. I could talk about individually about each item here, but again, I would like to save them for another video. So subscribe if you want to see all that. But the main thing I kind of want to talk about is really just my bed. That's really it, I guess. The green screen, we can talk about the green screen real quickly. The green screen, I mainly bought that for a school project, and I occasionally use it once a blue moon for just stuff. Last time I did use it, I wanted to promote a stream, a Pokemon stream, so I just used that and the Charmander plushie you saw earlier. But that's kind of the last time I used it, and then now it's just kind of there, you know. When I wake up, I just see the green screen. I should definitely make a use of it in the future. But besides that and everything else is kind of cluttered on the floor, the main thing I want to talk about is my bed. As you can see, it's on the floor because I think it's called a futon, if I can remember correctly. The main reason why I bought it is because so I can be the anime Japanese no, I'm kidding. But the main reason why I bought it was so I can just move it whenever I feel like it, because 50th time I mentioned whole room is cluttered. So by the off chance I need to move things around or need to clean things up, I can just take the bed, unwrap everything and just put it on the side for now and just clean or do whatever I need to do, and then once I'm done I can just put it back. That's definitely way better than just having a normal bed, because like whatever happens around that bed, you really cannot do anything with it, and it's just there. Whatever mess or issues you have with it, it's just going to be there until you either get a new bed or somehow find a way to move it, which is very difficult compared to like a futon, which is the stuff I have. So yeah, I actually enjoy it a little bit more than a normal bed, mainly because I can just, I don't know, it's just I feel like it's more fun. I don't know, it feels like more fun that you're just kind of on the floor compared to other ways, I guess. And I don't know, I feel like it's kind of funny also, it's kind of just having it in the middle of your room, because then you can just kind of like, I don't know, just roll to whatever side you need to be on to just do stuff. It's pretty fun. Again, once more, I don't really think I need to say it again, but no, I mean, I'm gonna say it one more time. It is fun. You guys should try laying on a futon. That'd be pretty fun. All right, but with that and everything else, I think that's the end for this video. Holy crap, it is a really long video. I do apologize for that, but it honestly, unironically, I'm gonna be a bit personal with you guys right now. It felt a bit nice. It felt a bit nice kind of talking to you guys, anybody who's listening. It unironically felt, it actually like felt pretty good to just talk about random shit. Oh, I should blur that, but it felt good to just talk about whatever I wanted and even though I didn't go in depth about everything, the fact that I can in the future, it feels very nice. And I feel like if anybody watching this, it feels like I'm just talking to a friend. I hope you guys can kind of stick around for that. If you want to, you can subscribe. It lets you know right away if you want to see any new videos that I make. And if you think more people deserve to see this, you can like it. And the other way around, if you don't like it, dislike it, nobody else will see it. And then if you have anything you want to say, if you want to roast me from my room, if you want to make any comments on how to clean or do anything, just let me know down below, where you can comment, say whatever you want. Of course, I'll be reading them, laughing and crying whenever I see one. So very excited to see how this comment section goes. But without anything else to say, I hope you all have a great day.